Hi everyone, this is Women in Weed. My name is Julia.
Hi guys, I'm Mack, and we're here today with Tessa from Rising Moon. She's joining us from beautiful Salt Spring, which for those of you that don't know is a lovely smaller island than Vancouver Island, and she is the creator of Rising Moon Botanicals. So Tessa, why don't you tell us a little background about Rising Moon and why you decided to get into cannabis?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Tessa. Thank you for the introduction, Julia and Mack. A little bit of a background for Rising Moon is, I grew up here on Salt Spring Island, and I've been inspired and educated by the cannabis conscious community here. At a young age, I became a firm believer in the diversity and versatility of the medicinal benefits of cannabis, and I've always been especially intrigued by the non-psychoactive advantages. So with that, it really sparked me to create a bath and beauty line and wellness products to help people who want to experience cannabis but not be exposed to the altering effects and the psychoactive effects. In my early 20s, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, which is now in remission, and I was able to heal my body through holistic life changes in cannabinoid therapy. Juicing cannabis is what really saved me. And when you juice cannabis, you don't have any psychoactive effects as well. So it's a really amazing miracle way to reduce any inflammation in your body. Since then, it's become my mission to create products that balance the delicate energy centers of the body. And I feel very passionate about inspiring people to live their most magical and empowered lives by sharing plant-powered ingredients, crystals, and empowering self-care.
Unreal. And for you guys who haven't checked out Rising Moon Botanicals, they are beautiful, all natural, like skincare and bath bombs. And you guys got to check them out. They're amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And you've been doing this for a long time, right, Tessa? Way back.
I started making these kind of products in 2012. I originally created a brand called Earth Dragon Organics, and that brand is now working its way into the regulatory process, or through the regulatory process into the legal market. And I've now rebranded and started this new line. So I have been making these products for close to 10 years now.
Wow. And what would you say some of the biggest hurdles or struggles you found bringing that brand and now your other brand from the gray into the white and regulated market?
Yeah, some of my biggest challenges with the transition from the traditional market to the regulatory market has been curating packaging regulations. I feel really stifled in that part. Adhering to the limited creative allowance. I've always been really inspired and have strived to produce sustainable, eco-friendly packaging, like our plantable seeded, I can show you guys, like our plantable seeded paper boxes that we use for our bath bombs. So you can plant these boxes and grow wildflowers, and the bath bombs actually fizz down to a little crystal in the center of them. So that's something that would be a feat to achieve on the regulatory market. But that being said, I know there's lots of new innovative packaging solutions, and I do believe that the regulatory market is making strides in product development.
That's too bad because that packaging is so cool, and I would be more willing to buy that than plastic, but that's just the way it is right now. Because we are Women in Weed, promoting women on this show, we have to ask, do you think that being a woman in the early days before legalization in the cannabis industry either positively or negatively affected you?
Yeah, I think I've experienced both sides, positive and negative aspects. I feel like being a woman in the cannabis space plays a vital role. The industry is still very dominated by males, and I feel like it's essential for us females to use our presence to balance the needs of all of our stakeholders, our communities, our families, our society, and the environment. I've had many encounters being the only female in a boardroom full of males, or the only female in a dispensary meeting. And I've often been treated as a lesser because of my gender, my age, my looks.
Yeah, I've actually sat in on a meeting with Julia where we were the only females in the room, you know, a bunch of men, and we weren't even being addressed for questions, even though we're both licensing experts. And I actually got to watch Julia shut down the room when she spoke up at the end, and they were all kind of like, oh, they do know what they're talking about.
And I find it happens in the cannabis space and just generally in life. Like for me being, I'm a single mom and a female entrepreneur, I often get, oh, well, what does your husband do? Or, like, how did you buy your house? Did your husband help you? And like,
No, it was all you, and it was all cannabis industry. That's amazing. You have 2 young boys. Have you ever felt stigma of being a mother working or enjoying cannabis?
I definitely have felt that stigma. I feel like mothers and women who use medical marijuana are often put in a position where they have to explain themselves or describe why they're using it, what medical condition they have. So there's definitely more of a stigma than just saying, I've had a long day and I want to have a glass of wine.
Hopefully Salt Spring's a little more chill in that aspect.
And I really do think post legalization, it's gotten so much better. Now I'm very proud to say, like, for what I do for work, we even give some of my products to teachers for Christmas presents and stuff like that. CBD bath salts, there's no harm in it at all, right? There's nothing that can go wrong. You're not going to have an adverse effect or anything like that. And I also feel like being a mom, to have like a little bit of a puff for me of my favorite strain, I can really like dive into creative activities with my kids and just jump on their level. And like weed does make you a Lego master, fort building master. You can slay dragons, and kids just have a great time with me. So yeah.
Aw, awesome. Well, on that note, what are currently your favorite cannabis products and or strains, and what's your favorite way to consume?
Well, there's so many cool products out there. Obviously, I'm a big fan of our product line, but I'm loving seeing more craft strains available on the regulatory market. There's a strain Mango Taffy, the Good Buds from Salt Spring Island. That's our local LP here. They have on the market, and it's amazing. It's just so fruity and delicious. I highly recommend this other brand from Salt Spring Island, Herbmajesteas. Katie Skaya is the founder, and she's a powerhouse female. She created this beautiful line of teas. They're very nourishing. They're all infused with full spectrum CBD. And fortunately, I'm surrounded by amazing growers. So I definitely have a nice selection of cultivars that I get to play around with. And my Friday night self-care ritual really looks like I have a beautiful outdoor bath at my house. So I have a nice soak with my Hush bath salts, our Bloom bath bombs, and roll up some peanut butter breath with strawberry jerry wrapped in a nice backwood blunt wrap, and it's a perfect evening.
Hell yeah.
It's like a good Friday.
Or like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Speaking of different ways to consume, Julia and I are actually trying THC beverages, both of us for the first time today. So apologies if a little bit later in the interview we get a little slow, or you might just be extra funny. But how are you liking yours?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's there's almost no taste to it. It's supposed to be grapefruit. It just tastes like kind of sparkling water. This one's only 2.5 milligrams of THC. So
oh, you took the 2.5 and gave me 10, hey?
I let you choose. But yeah,
Okay,
how's
I was
yours?
gonna say mine tastes like cannabis.
It tastes like
yeah,
weed,
it's
eh?
good though. It's
Yeah.
mango pineapple. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Enjoyable.
Well, cheers. Yeah. So we're gonna end every segment with this same question, and that question is: tell us a time when you got too high.
There's definitely been a few times, believe it or not, in my life that I've been too high, especially at all the different conferences and stuff like that. Like, when there's everybody, all the different master growers are showing off their stuff and want you to try different things. You have to kind of be careful to moderate yourself, I find. But I do have one kind of funny one that happened to me this past summer. I was taking a leap and flying up to Nelson to see this guy I really liked. And I was super nervous. So before I left my house, I drank without measuring quite a bit of what I thought was straight CBD oil right from the bottle. And then I got on the ferry and I tried to take a cute selfie of myself to send him. And I did. And I sent him a picture and I said, I look really baked, but I'm not. And my eyes were like totally red. And then it just hit me. I was so high and I had taken the wrong oil. I took a massive gulp dose of high dose THC oil. And then he kept messaging me, I'm so excited to see you, and what time does your plane get in? And I just couldn't even respond. And I got to the Victoria airport and I had to like really check myself, and I questioned even going in and getting on the plane. But I had made it all the way there, so I just went in and bought some Visine and got some gum and got on the plane. And went to see him, and fortunately he's pretty hip to the facts. So when I showed up, I texted him and told him, I'm like really stoned right now. And I feel like it hits you harder when you don't know it's coming. Yeah. And he had some like yummy food and some good drinks for me upon arriving, and now we're totally in love, and he lives here with me. So it ended.
Aww. Was that your guys' first time meeting?
No, we had met before. He's actually from Salt Spring Island, but he's lived in Nelson for quite a few years now, and he's in the industry as well. He's an amazing grower. But it was like the first time we really spent time together. So
the first time you saw the true you. Unreal. That's an awesome story. Oh,
it's a good thing you're professional at this, because you knew exactly what to do to get yourself out of that jam. I probably would have just been like, nope, going to hide under a blanket. So thanks so much, Tessa, for joining us today. Can you please tell us and everyone watching where we can find your amazing products?
Thank you so much for having me, guys, or ladies. It was really nice to see you. You can find our products on our website, risingmoonbotanicals.com. I would definitely recommend checking out our Instagram. That's where we host monthly giveaways. We're going to be doing one for Easter coming up. Actually, April we'll be doing 2. We'll do one for 420 as well. We work with quite a few online dispensaries, and they also do lots of giveaways, so I recommend checking them out. Speed Greens is one of our top ones. The Healing Empire is a great one to check out. And locally here on Salt Spring, we're in lots of different stores, so you can, if you're ever coming to the island, you'll definitely see us in some of the little local shops here.
Can't wait to get over there sometime soon when these regulations ease up.
Yeah. I'll absolutely come join your outdoor bath. That sounds lovely. I'm hoping that was an open invite.
Yeah, well, when these restrictions subside, we'll definitely have to have a nice get together, and you guys can come and check out the Rising Moon Ranch.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Thanks so much, Tessa.
Thanks, Tessa.
Thank you for having me here.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
See you guys.
You did it.
Good job.
How do we feel?